Hi there. So, it's been around a month since I came out to my friends and family as gay. My previous video was a message to basically put across that I wasn't hacked, and the Facebook status saying I'm gay didn't look like someone was trying to wind me up. Now though, I think it's time to tell the story. Well, actually, it started when British Olympic diver Tom Daley came out to the world. I heard him saying that he was dating a guy and he couldn't be happier, and from there it's like something clicked into place. Of course, I'd known for years that I was gay. Looking back, I think I really knew when I was around 12 or 13. But looking back even further than that, I think I had confused feelings even younger than that, even though I didn't know exactly what they meant. Basically, for 12 years or so, I kept it a secret and lied to myself about my true feelings. Though I didn't lie to anybody else exactly, because nobody ever asked me the question. I told myself the lie that one day I'd find a girl and fall in love, and then the fact that I looked at guys just wouldn't matter. Like somehow getting a girlfriend would mean that I have to make the effort to be straight. Really, in retrospect, I don't think that would have worked. I think that if I had got a girlfriend, it would have pretty much confirmed to me the fact that I was gay. It wouldn't be fair on her, because I'd still be looking at guys and thinking, wow. The fact is, I was never going to have a girlfriend. The idea actually frightened me because of the feelings I had towards guys. Because I was so scared, I never really allowed myself to think that I could be happy with another guy. Though on more than one occasion I did wonder, what if I did meet a guy one day? Before promptly telling myself off. I kept it a secret because I kind of felt like it was my duty to find a girlfriend, get married, have kids. I felt like that was what was expected of me. It wasn't until I watched that Tom Daley video that I realised that I should have my own expectations of what I want in life. That I could actually find a guy, date him, and be happy. So the first thing that I did was write down the words in my private journal. And I advise anybody to do that. Just write it down. The words, I'm gay. It's a start, and it did kind of feel like a punch to the stomach at first, but it did make me feel better. I then spent an entire week thinking it over, trying to figure everything out. Most of that week was spent walking around a big open parkland, talking to myself, trying to make myself feel happy with the fact that I was gay. And I did start to feel genuinely happy about it. Though initially I promised myself that I wouldn't come out. I felt that it was more or less academic until I actually found someone. However, because I was becoming happy with it, and I watched loads of videos on YouTube of people coming out, it really made me think that I was ready. So I sat down with my mother and started talking to her. I started hinting. I told her that I didn't want anything to change, and that there was nothing wrong with me and that I was happy. Though I couldn't actually bring myself to say the words. I was terrified. Eventually, she asked the question. I responded with a yes. Silence fell. It did not go down well. In fact, what followed was a full-blown eruption. Not exactly what I expected when I had watched loads of videos of it going swimmingly. To put across just how badly it initially went, I was packing at 7 o'clock in the morning to go run away, and it was only because of people online telling me not to do that I didn't. The next day, however, was different. I think it just came across as a real shock to my mother, and she just snapped. However, that day I went to the aforementioned parkland, and when I got back we had a nice heart-to-heart talk. I told her that it felt right, I told her that I felt happy. Things were right again. The day after we went out together, it basically reminded her that I was still me. She's been so amazingly supportive since though. It took her less than 16 hours, I guess, to get over the initial shock and eruption, and our relationship now is as strong as ever. It took her a week to tell my dad, and then I had to tell my sisters. Then I had to tell my close friends. And then I made the video message to tell all my friends online. I cannot describe the absolute relief when everybody, and I mean everybody, was fine with it. I think my dad dealt with it in his own way. He asked me, so you've given up on girls entirely then? I just said, yeah. In reality, it's like, never been that interested in girls anyway. It's not something you give up on, like coffee or chocolate. You either like coffee or chocolate or you don't. I don't like girls. I don't look at them and go, I gotta get me one of those. I look at guys and I go, wow, yes! I want to hold hands with a guy and fall in love with him and wake up next to him, and that's fine. I think about being with a guy and I smile. I think about being with a girl and I don't. Yes, there are people that don't understand that human sexuality is a diverse and wonderful thing. Boys like girls and girls like boys. That's what society has told us should be the thing that everybody should do. Though there are boys that like boys and girls that like girls. And boys that like boys and girls that like girls and boys. And there are girls and boys that don't feel any strong sexual attraction to either. At the end of the day, it's all fine. It's all within the parameters of what makes humans humans and so wonderfully complicated. I could go into a long spiel about homosexuality sexuality in animals? There are over 500 species where it has been well documented, but instead I'll just rattle off a quick list of a few species that have been documented to have same-sex relationships. Elephants, dolphins, lions, domestic cats, penguins, deer, dogs, squirrels, foxes, chimpanzees, koalas, and my personal favourite, giraffes, who have been called especially gay for practicing in more same-sex relationships than heterosexual ones. So yeah, being gay is perfectly natural. I guess I could paraphrase that. Yeah, I will. People assume that human sexuality is a straight progression from man to woman, but actually from a non-linear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, sexy-wexy stuff. Well, that's gonna be a gif. Basically, love is natural. It's a soul thing. It's a thing that you feel in here that makes you feel like you are you. People don't wake up one morning and decide to be gay. They just know it. And yes, it took me a while to learn that. Though the world isn't yet perfect when it comes to this subject, it is getting better. If you are one of those people who are struggling with wanting to come out, tell someone. Find someone, even if they are online several thousand miles away. Just tell them. Believe me, it will feel a lot better than having it eat away at you. At the end of the day, just love yourself and stay awesome.